Introduction: the silent loss of presence. Something quiet but profound is happening to many of us. We sit down to work, to create, or even to simply be with the people we love, and before long our attention feels scattered. A notification pulls us away. A thought about something else drifts in. A vague sense of restlessness settles in, even when we're doing something we care about. We finish the day feeling like we were busy but not fully present, like we were moving through life but not truly living it. This is the silent loss of presence. It is not dramatic enough to make headlines, yet it touches almost everything that matters: our creativity, our relationships, our sense of meaning, and our ability to do our best work. We sense something important is missing, but we often blame ourselves. We think we lack discipline, focus, or willpower. The truth is more nuanced and far more hopeful. Your brain is not broken. It is doing exactly what it evolved to do in an environment that constantly overwhelms its natural capacities. The same predictive engine that once helped our ancestors survive by quickly noticing threats and opportunities is now being flooded with stimuli, algorithmic nudges, and endless information. The same mind that is capable of deep absorption and creative brilliance is being pulled in 1,000 directions at once. The result is a kind of low-level mental fragmentation that has become so normal we barely notice it until we experience moments of the opposite. Those moments are what this book is about. They are called flow states. In flow, everything changes. Time seems to slow or disappear. Self-consciousness fades. The task at hand feels effortless, even when it is challenging. You are not fighting to focus. You are simply in the experience. Action and awareness merge. Creativity flows more freely. Learning accelerates. And for a while, the constant background noise of the mind grows quiet. Flow is not a luxury or a rare gift for artists and athletes. It is a natural state of the human brain when the right conditions are met. And the good news, the truly liberating news, is that you can learn to enter this state more reliably and more often. This book is for anyone who has ever felt scattered, stuck, or quietly disconnected from their own creative power. It is for the entrepreneur who wants to do their best work without burning out, the artist who wants to create with greater freedom, the parent who wants to be more present with their children, the student or professional who wants to learn and perform at a higher level, and for anyone who senses that life feels richer when we are fully engaged in it. Lost in the Flow is not a repeat of the journey you may have taken in understanding the why. That book explored why the mind is so easily shaped by external forces and how to build the internal structure of sovereignty. This book asks a different but deeply related question. What does it feel like, and how do you get there on purpose, when your mind finally stops being pulled and starts moving with effortless clarity and creative power? The two books work together like this. The first gave you the map and the tools to reclaim your mind. This one shows you the most beautiful and productive territory that becomes available once you do. Flow is one of the most reliable ways to experience sovereignty in action. When you are in flow, the inner critic quiets. External pulls lose their grip. You feel present, clear, and fully engaged in what you are doing. You are choosing your focus rather than having it chosen for you. This is sovereignty not just as a concept, but as a lived, embodied state. Over the course of this book, we will explore what flow actually is, what happens in the brain when you enter it, why it feels so rare, and most importantly, how you can deliberately create the conditions that allow you to enter flow at will. We will look at what becomes possible when flow becomes a regular part of your life: greater creativity, faster learning, deeper fulfillment, and a stronger sense of inner authority. And we will examine how flow naturally leads to a more sovereign way of living, one where your mind feels like it belongs to you again. This is not a book of empty promises or quick hacks. It is grounded in decades of research into optimal experience and the latest neuroscience on transient hypofrontality, neurotransmitter shifts, and the brain networks involved in deep absorption. We will be truthful about what we know and what is still being discovered. and we will focus relentlessly on what actually works in daily life. The journey ahead is practical and hopeful. You do not need to wait for the perfect conditions or the perfect mood to experience flow. You can begin creating the conditions today, and as you do, you will likely discover something beautiful. The mind that learns to enter flow more often is a mind that feels increasingly free, creative, and at home in itself. You are not here to simply survive the noise of modern life. You are here to create, to connect, and to live with presence and purpose. Flow is one of the most powerful doorways available to that kind of life. Let's begin the journey back to a mind that is no longer lost, but deeply, joyfully, and powerfully in the flow.